you've obviously, not so much recently, but you've had great success with the redevelopment and the development of the Sky Song project in South Scottsdale and your partnership with ASU. Can you talk about how you're taking that success and melding it into upcoming projects?
Right. I'll talk about that project, but I think the principles of what we're talking about apply to almost everything. But Los Arcos Mall, now called Sky Song, was pretty unique. There was a big fight out there 20 years ago about where the coyotes were going to go. And people from the East Valley wanted them at Sky Song, and the West Valley wanted them there. And at the end of the day, some people say Glendale won, a lot of people say they didn't win. But as a result of them not coming to Los Arcos, there was a real uproar. People were mad that Scottsdale didn't invest more to keep them there. The neighbors were upset, and that landowner said, I'm making this a Walmart and I'm gonna leave. The mayor at the time in Scottsdale called this brand new president of Arizona State University, he'd only been there a year and a half, Michael Crow, and said, is there something we could do that would be different? And Dr. Crow hasn't changed. He was just the same then as he is now. He's just more so now. And so he said, of course, yes. And came up with this idea of transforming what was really a dumpy part of town. All those car dealers went to the freeway. There were boards on the windows. Home prices had gone down, etc. And they came up with this idea of an innovation zone, and then wanted a private developer and selected plaza companies. So that was 20 some years ago. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary there. And honestly, by thinking it through and thinking about public and private and university partnership together, it's 1 + 1 + 1 = 1,000. That's how the math works, if you can do it. Now, a lot of people like me say, I couldn't take it. It just takes so long, you need so much patience. Every one of them have different laws and rules and expectations, and we're the one that puts it all together. But if you're able to do that, Sky Song stands out in the world. 1.3 billion annually now as a result of what happened at Sky Song. It's amazing. Next week we have a big group coming from out of state. We have this like once a month, coming out to see what did you do that we could take back. When Secretary Pritzker under Obama was the Secretary of Commerce, brought a big delegation out and tried to implement Sky Song type projects throughout the Midwest. So it's unique, it's different, it's tough, but it's honestly the coolest way to transform something that otherwise would have been hard for private development by themselves. So Sky Song now is a real winner. Just like Park Central, we incorporated arts, culture, business, the university platform, the City of Scottsdale platform, and then private development. We underwrite and we build all those buildings and we attract those tenants. So it shows that it can be done, and as a result of that, groups have reached out to our company and said, come to this town, come to that town, how did you do it there? Can you do this or can you do that? And I think it's just something really special, and for the really hard things, it's what makes it work. Park Central, the City of Phoenix built the parking deck and a park. That all gets paid back to them by our taxes. You know, everybody was afraid to do that because there was a lawsuit at City North years ago, but we were able to put it together where that didn't happen. And honestly, it just makes things turn on a dime. So it's really understanding the goals of these different organizations. I mean, every time we do a press release, all three get to read it and edit it, and they all edit everything. And we get it out the door. But that's the beauty and the complexity of public, private, and in our case, university relationships.
That's great.